Boing. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Tonight on Night Talking with Mort the Squirrel, our first guest is going to help explain away some notable UFO encounters. We might even talk a little about his new book, That's No UFO, That's My Wife. Let's bring him on out here. Please welcome, from the planet Tlun, in Sector H10 of our own galaxy, Blubbleblup, or the alien formerly known as Zzzzer-zoops.
How are you, Morton?
I'm doing great. Before we get into the list of unexplained encounters, let me ask you a question about space travel.
Okay, so you're going to ask me about Mars, right? I so could make a tasteless joke right now.
Go for it. We're on a 5-second delay.
How many does it take to an X-922 hovercraft onto the surface of Mars?
Oh boy, I give.
3. 1 to ride the horse, and 2 to keep the sand out of the spacecraft. Mort, barring a collision with an unmanned asteroid or a nuclear winter while I'm slumming on Pollux B12, I'll live to be 780 years old. And in that amount of time, Earthmen will not make it to Mars. I mean, look, you guys had to bring Apollo 13 back with duct tape. It took Noah 120 years to build an ark. How do you expect to land anything on Mars? Besides, I've been to Mars, Mort.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've been to Mars. And you know what the folks on Mars would do if they were capable of space travel? Why, they'd go to your house, stone you to death, and kill your wife and children!
Okay, well, now I believe we have some footage of you actually landing on Mars.
Yes, that's me landing on Mars just last week. Wait, where am I? I'm on Sol G3. That was 2 weeks ago.
And, oh my goodness, is that, are they going to attack you?
No, actually those are PR consultants.
Zzzzer-zoops?
The alien formerly known as.
Right. I'm going to run off some notable UFO sightings for the last 50 years or so, and our audience was hoping you could explain a few of them to us.
Zap.
Let's start with Carswell Air Force Base SAC Command, Fort Worth, Texas, 1954. Two mysterious blips.
Carswell, 1954. That was a P-38 that was due to land in Abilene and was off course. The aircraft commander was too embarrassed to admit his mistake and casually drifted back westward.
But there were reports from the ground.
Well, throw in the Hecatite meteor shower, and you've got the right conditions for a sighting.
Okay, how about 1959 in Morocco?
It's a meteor shower.
What about 2 years later in Morocco, when a mysterious craft hovered in front
That
of
was a Harrier scheduled for a stopover in Gibraltar.
Again, Morocco, New Assur Air Force Base, December 1964.
That was the Soviets.
The Soviets?
Yeah. That was a Soviet rocket being tested in the Algerian desert.
Whoa, you mean the Soviets were in Algeria in the early 1960s?
You think they've left?
Well, let's move a little closer to home. What about Juan and Julia Hidalgo from Buenos Aires, Argentina, claiming they were picked up by an alien spacecraft and transported to Lawrence, Kansas in 1977?
Peyote. And opium.
Okay, drugs, I guess, huh? Horace Yancey and David Newberry's sighting in Ohio, 1965.
Pot.
Rusty Hillerman, Enid, Oklahoma, 1967.
Moonshine. And opium.
Bob and Benny Franklin, Florida, 1972.
Heroin. And opium.
What about Elaine de Valencia, Los Angeles, 1970?
Doesn't that say it all? Come on, give me a good one.
The Nechtel family in Michigan, 1979.
Ah, yes. The Nechtel family. Good one. Now that was Sasquatch.
No, we're talking about UFO sightings here.
Yeah, that was Sasquatch.
But,
Trust me, it was Sasquatch.
okay, we've got one more. What about this sighting in 2000 near Phoenix? There were probably a couple hundred witnesses. A silvery triangular craft hovered for about 10 minutes. I think we have pictures.
That one is in my book. That's no UFO, that's my wife. You'll have to read it to find out, but I'll give you a hint. It has to do with a pizza delivery guy, IBM Corp, and Wilford Brimley.
Ladies and gentlemen, Blubble Bloop are the alien formerly known as Zzzzer-zoops.